Are we rolling?
Yeah, it's been over 15 minutes.
That's not even 15 minutes.
Shut up, it's a joke.
Okay.
Here, I'm gonna zoom in, stay perfectly still, but hold that angle.
Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria.
Okay. What are your thoughts?
So, what I was going to tell you was the main reason that they released this trailer was because their test audience that they sent the trailer out to, somebody leaked the trailer online on Twitter, which is why they released it early. They had Contra and Five Nights at Freddy's.
No, but they do now.
They do now.
Yeah.
That's Contra.
Well, I think that's set in the 80s. So it's kind of like they're showing flashbacks to like when the place was open. That looks good for like a live action. Like they're probably like taller than you or me.
They're like Big Bird size. They're like
7 foot.
10, 8.
So picture that just looming over you.
But the movie's gonna make them look so much like they're gonna move so much more realistically.
Yeah.
That's the scary part. Jim Henson Studios is known for making Muppets, Sesame Street, and Star Wars.
And don't forget, there's also Labyrinth.
Labyrinth and
Dark Crystal.
Stuff like that. Dark Crystal and Labyrinth are kind of edgy, but not to the scale of what this is supposed to depict.
And don't forget, Jim Henson.
Now they're going into a video game that's what? The video game is like
10 years old at least now.
No, but I mean, like, what's the target audience?
So,
not teenagers, but like kids and teenagers.
That's the funny thing with FNAF. It's technically more of a teenager game because of backstory behind it about kids being killed and shoved into mechanical objects.
Right.
But
the game never goes that far into it.
You've seen the trailer. Have you really listened to played any of the games or watched the?
I watched enough footage of people playing the games to be like.
So
there's a lot of stuff that like the first couple scenes where they show the security cameras and where they're standing on stage, it's accurate to the actual game, which is cool. They're actually using the source material for what they're trying to depict. But we're also seeing this game at a higher register of horror because we've never seen them actually kill. There's no suggestion that they act like there's blood or gore in it yet, but I guess like the death animations when they jump scare you or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of reminiscent of what this scene is, where he opens up his face and you can see all the
on the screen it looks like, but I see it mirror. Right. But anyway, but you know what the thing is too also? This is better, yeah. Anyway, you know what the problem is? This is why you have to know a lot of the backstory because the bare minimum of FNAF is a game that YouTubers play, right? This is why I'm watching a trailer. There's been 15 games since the first one, and there's been 10 books. The one scene where the kid hides in the ball pit, that's from one of the books. And the only reason why I know that is because I kind of watch Matt Pat's video, which breaks down the whole lore of the backstory of FNAF. And that's a scene where, no joke, in one of the books, it's an anthology series in the FNAF world, there's a time-traveling ball pit. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen in this film. I think it's we're finally getting what FNAF can be and what it could be capable of being. This has been in discussion for years. That's why I told you off camera, me and Mikey reacted to Willy's Wonderland, which is just a night crew guy cleans the place and all of these animatronics come to life possessed by killers. I think it'll be a big success because it's been overhyped for a long time.
Yeah, but you could also say other films that were true to the source material where they tried to make adaptations of. Maybe in recent times, The Last of Us being a series that was a video game transitioned into a...
That kind of broke away too also. It's The Last of Us, the TV show, is amazing, right? But if you follow the actual game, it does break some rules. The outbreak takes place in 2004, when in the game it's 2013. So it's kind of set in modern time of 2023 post-apocalypse.
Right.
But also, one of the best episodes about the guy lives in a town and his lover is like the other guy. That's actually in the game. But in the game, you just find the one guy by himself.
Right.
And he's a very minor character.
What I'm saying is, like, with the success of other video game franchises being like
The Mario Bros. Movie.
Like, if you take the original Mario Brothers movie, and they, for that time, tried to adapt it into a live-action film, it wasn't exactly true to the source material. Now you have companies that are investing time into making it what it is, rather than, okay, we have Freddy, we have Bonnie, we have Chica, we have Foxy.
Yeah.
Or
we have the main guy behind the background killer.
The main characters, but we're going to change their designs completely for a live-action film.
Yeah, that's...
At least, like, this film is... What's hooking, like, my interest is that how accurate that they're making the source material to the film for it to be like, this is the horror movie that you want from this video game.
Well, because at face value, it's the whole story behind it. And the thing is, no one knows the full story because the guy who made the game, Scott Cawthon, if he has his last name, he kind of hints at, here's a piece of the story in game number 2, but also in book number 5, in paragraph 6 of page 23, it references this story as well. And like, if you follow the full game series, the first 5 games, it kind of gives you an outline, but he never gives you the full story. So if you just take the basic backdrop of 4 animatronics are coming to life because one guy has been killing the kids and hiding their bodies in animatronics, which brings their spirits to life, and this guy is now just the night guard, and they're attacking him thinking he's going to try to, like...
The same?
Yeah. And that's a good horror concept. But here's the thing, though. My question is, where will this go next? If it's successful, and it's a hit in theaters, or VOD, or how it's really, what's the next phase? Is it a future series? Is it going to follow the games religiously? Or is it going to take it like one movie, then do a whole mini-series, then go back to a movie again? Like, what's the next step at this point, really, you know? And I think that's like, I think you're right, though. It looks like the game. It looks promising. It has a budget to it. It looks like there's going to be... You know, actually, mine is also... I'm not sure how much you follow the YouTube stuff and like how I do, but they announced the Backrooms into a movie, A24. You probably saw the image before. It's this image, right? This image kind of like went around. A place you've seen, but don't know where it's from. This is an actual image that...
Everybody's seen, but
no one knows where it's from.
Right.
He made a series, like an ARG series, where it got so much traction, it's being made into a film now by A24. It's been announced, and I'm not sure if he's directing it or not, but he's behind it. Even before the Backrooms, remember Slenderman? They saw like the picture of Slenderman, and Marble Hornets became like one of the first YouTube ARGs about a guy being stalked by Slenderman, and they made a movie, but it was still one of the first films called Always Watching Slenderman. It was set in a Marvel Humans universe, but wasn't their character starring in it. Oh my god, that's scary. What are your final thoughts on FNAF?
I think it looks promising, but I do believe that they released the trailer early because somebody released it on Twitter.
Okay, give us your last thought. Just pause and reset it. Go.
Right.
Last thoughts. Go.
No, pause.
Wait now. Well, you could add something. You want to add something to it? Or are you gonna just...